Hey y'all, it is Taylor Bridges back with another video. I'm reviewing Harlem Season 2, Episode 4, titled The Baby and the Bathwater, if I'm not mistaken. While you're here, please like, comment, subscribe to your girl. You know I'm here to give y'all the reviews, give my opinion on the shows that we love. Last episode literally ended with Ian getting served. Apparently it was from Mira's parents, and I don't blame them. Pay up. Like, the humiliation, all of this going on. No. Like, the day before my wedding, and you apparently had all these thoughts, and you wasted this girl's time. No. Pay up. I don't blame them. Camille's Nouveau ring came out. If she's pregnant, she's just as dumb as I thought. And his stupid behind says getting pregnant isn't the worst thing when you literally owe $68,000 that you can't afford. And it goes without saying that they're practically strangers romantically. So what's the worst that could happen, right? Oh my gosh. Ty gets too many blood transfusions and the doctors recommended she go through with the hysterectomy. And I'm like, what's going on with Ty? Please somebody inform me. Is this supposed to be like a result of stress? Are these symptoms that she's enduring? Is this a sign of stress or burnout or whatnot? If you know, please inform me. Like, what's going on with her? Obviously, they're going to develop the character storyline through the show, but I want to know, like, now, like, all these blood transfusions. Now you have to get a hysterectomy. What is going on? Like, what is that indicative of? Just curious, because obviously I'm a woman too. Like, I don't want to go through that. Now, Google is my friend. Don't get me wrong. I definitely will Google this, but you know, just from a conversational standpoint, I'd like to hear some feedback if you know what this could be indicative of. Just curious. Angie finally books a gig. She books a co-star role in a Hallmark Christmas film, and I'm like, this sounds like when Martin saw that brochure for that vacation. Was it Chilligan's Island or something, where he had to beat up the thing? That's what it sounds like this is gonna be, because it sounds like a hot mess. But you know what? It's a job. It's a job. Okay. She styled the best of the whole cast. Ty is second in my opinion, but Angie's on point all the time, except for some of her wigs, but her fits are impeccable. She gets to this table read at the Hallmark office, and all the white people are being super weird, definitely putting emphasis on the fact that all that glitters is in gold. Like, this office is weird. Like, it's some Get Out type of vibe going on. Camille is at the gynecologist, and she wants to switch from her ring to an IUD, but she has to commit to leaving it in 3 years before having kids. Wow. Because I have the Nexplanon implant in my arm, and that lasts like 3 years. I think they said they have some now that lasts 5 years, but I just you just get it changed out every 3 years. So now at this point I've had like 4. This is like, I'm on like my 4th one, right? Or 3rd one. Maybe I'm on my 3rd one. I don't know, 3rd or 4th. But if I want to like I just got this one changed out in like August, September. But if I want to take it out now, I can just go get it removed and then go from there, just, you know, with no birth control. So that's interesting. I didn't know that IUDs come with like this commitment. I didn't know that. Ty tells a gynecologist that her own bodily issues, and the doctor informs her that there are like some steps in between getting a full-blown hysterectomy, and this is why black doctors matter, and multiple consultations matter before you make drastic health decisions. Because you listen to one person, but like, first of all, black doctors, emphasis on that, but also multiple consultations, Ty. Angie, second opinions at the very least. Angie's learning to ride a bike, and she's being ridiculous, very funny. Ann is not scared of Angie's behind. Angie and Ty are the best characters on the show, and Ian is like next, 3rd for me. I enjoyed Angie and Ian's scene together. It was pretty funny. Ty's ex wants half of her money. Her attorney recommends her taking the deal. That is a lot, but the lawyer had valid points based on how the law works, not about how we feel. Because, like, we think it's being ridiculous. Like, he's being ridiculous, he's being petty, but that is not how the law works. And if this was a woman, if the roles were reversed, we already know what we'd be rooting for. So, I mean, he's protected by the law. It's only fair. Quinn is overthinking her Vogue interview, and she's doing too much. She has to do all these retakes. And I wonder if they really do like retakes like this for the actual interviews, for the, like, you know, outside of the show, like the real actual Vogue interviews. It would make sense. But I wonder if they actually do that, like redo it. She's bombing the interview. Yes, Isabella broke up with you, but this is more of like a personal identity dilemma for Quinn. This is beyond just going through a breakup. She needs to ground herself, and she needs to figure out what she really wants. Like, all of them are in that position. Angie, Ty, and Camille also are in the same position. That's why they behind the friends. Ty is with her cousin, who appears to be trans. From their combo, it seems like even their grandma was of the LGBTQ community, but she couldn't live her lifestyle that way. I thought this was a nice conversation. I liked it. It was endearing, and it was cool in a way just to see like they have that that familial support, and also they connected with, you know, their grandmother in a way in which they felt seen by her without having to like actually communicate it. They felt seen and accepted in a way. It seemed like Granny knew what was going on, but she was just letting them, you know, she was being, in a way, being supportive, letting them do their thing and not, you know, make it a thing. So that's cool. We're at Quinn's parents' vow renewals, and they know they gave Angie the best fit. That flower dress was so cute on her. Quinn's date from the golf course pops up beside Angie at the bar, and they're kind of flirting. He encourages her to steal a bottle while he distracts her. He starts choking. I did like the plan a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would, like, if I were dating and I met like a random dude and that's what we're gonna pull, like, you know what, let's do it. But granted, you gotta be careful. You gotta make sure you got some money. Like, I need to make sure you're not making a habit of us trying to steal stuff from the bar. Like, this is an open bar. It's boring, so fine, right? But I need to make sure you're not like a bum, and you just go around and our siege is dining and dashing and stealing from people. Now that's not what we're gonna do. And her behind pulls a simple syrup. They're gonna have some time away from the party, but all I can think of is, in those shoes, Angie, where you going? She gets the riding the bike thing down with him, and I do love that for her. That was a cute scene. Quinn has lost a little control, and she's not even showing up at her own event. I know things like that happen. I get it. I do think there's a certain level of, no matter what, a certain level of courtesy. Like, this didn't just like, I'm not discounting like mental emotional health, but it's like, well, you know what, actually no, it wasn't her event, it was her parents' event. So actually, now her not deciding to go obviously is going to raise attention. I think she could have shot her parents a text, at least shot her friends a text, because they, like, do they care, you know, like, why do I need to go if you're not even there, unless like I just really wanted to, but otherwise, like, came to support you. It turns out the doctor was actually giving the good news to Ty. She has an abundance of eggs and is being recommended to freeze them. The opposite is true for Camille, and it's crazy how they get the opposite results for what they want in the future. But that's exactly how life works. Ty likes being alone, what she thinks she does, all this and that, but she has an abundance of eggs to have all the kids in the world. Camille wants this clearly fairy tale fantasy of a romantic life. She wants kids and a family and all that, but she doesn't, her eggs aren't in the best spot. So I thought that's interesting. Ty is going to go through with freezing her eggs, and I think that's a smart idea. I think that was a good episode. I think it brought up some, especially with this egg. I'm excited for them to develop that storyline. I think that's super interesting, because it is like, wow, like of course life does that, right? The woman who wants the kids can't have them. The woman who don't want them can have a Father Abraham and his sons. That's how it works all the time. But that concludes the episode from what I got from it. I did like the episode. Yeah, I'm liking Harlem. I'm really liking the character development here. So we're tuning in. We'll check it out for next Friday, and I'll see you then. Bye.